When you're faced with the fact that so many men were fans of Kevin because he was saying something that we might not have heard for 50 years, you revert to implying that his numbers are not fake. I mean, not real, excuse me. You're
I'm
you're
not
also
implying
implying that we do not speak for all men. You want to know why you keep on telling yourself, because you ain't telling it to us, that he doesn't speak for all men, because you need to believe that. You need to believe
I
that.
don't need to
That's
believe
not
that
for us.
because
That's for
what you
you.
Boom.
believe
Because
does
men
not.
know. Wait, 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 ma'am. I wasn't done. I didn't land. The reason why you're saying that, like I said, is because you need to believe that. And what I'm asking you, as a black man to a black woman, come to reality so you can make your life easier. Because
Really,
most men do
Boom.
believe,
really.
most men, ma'am, most men do agree with Kevin because we date y'all. Y'all are our mothers, our sisters, our baby mamas, our ex-wives, right? Kevin, do you know, like I said, the reason why Kevin was able to explode so much and
Did you
so
say
many
because we
men
hate
backed him.
y'all? What did you
I
No.
say?
no, whoa,
No.
when did you whoa, whoa, whoa,
Mm.
whoa. Did anybody
Who
else
said
hear that?
that?
I didn't hear that. No, I didn't hear
No,
that.
I'm
Yeah,
just
that.
Thank you.
asking. I'm not saying
No,
you said it. I was
hey,
just
hey,
trying
I'm
to
happy
because
you
you
said
bring it
that
up.
because that's what you registered. You might want to ask yourself why you heard that.
Boom.
This is the
Okay.
thing. I mean, are you
I'm
finished? I'm
just
sorry.
saying. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Mhm.
That was
No,
so juvenile.
this is the
Boom.
thing. I don't. This is the difference between you and maybe
I
me.
provide the sound
I can
effects.
care less. I can care
I
less
love
what
it.
any man
Shots fired.
or
Yeah, go ahead.
woman
Mhm.
thinks about me. That's why I can freely be on this platform and share my truth.
You're Borgian.
Mhm.
Because you know why? None of you put money in my pocket or
Yeesh.
feed me or
Oh,
put a roof over my head.
ooh,
So it's
typical.
not like it I don't need to have
Typical.
and if someone's opinion of where I need to be in life, because where I am is
Mhm.
I'm happy and joyful and I have love and I'm doing what I love. And in the process, maybe I meet somebody, maybe not. But that's the thing; it's not always necessary to be in a relationship. And when you know you're not ready to be in one, maybe that's the best thing to do is stay single to be
Ma'am,
ready.
you know what I hear from you?
Right?
I don't hear you not wanting to be in a relationship. I hear you being too stubborn to do the things that you might need to do.
Ooh.
No, I said I'm not ready. I didn't. I just say that.
Boom,
I just
boom,
said
boom,
Yeah,
maybe
boom,
so you're
boom.
admitting that you're not willing to
I'm
do the
not
things that you might
ready.
need
No,
to do.
I'm not ready because right
So we're
now
both saying the same thing.
I
You
am
just
not
being stubborn right
ready.
now and not using the same words I'm using. I hear you.
No, I'm not ready because
So we're saying the
I'm
same
not
thing.
ready. I'm not ready. And that what else you want me to say? I'm not ready. I'm
It,
enjoying my life.
Herbert, it's done. We've been wondering whether the community's done. It's done.
It's done because y'all
It's
think
done.
y'all
It's
know
done.
everything
It's
and
done.
you don't.
It's done, Herbert. It's
No,
done.
you don't
Yeah,
know everything.
It's done.
you got to
It's
miss
done.
me.
It's
I
done.
I've been
think y'all
What
so
I've been
illiterate.
single for
I
the
don't
unfortunately,
understand
it's
last
what's
done.
really going on in
year
this.
plus.
It's done. 2 generations. It's done.
I
Yep.
say it's been done, but Kevin was trying to save it.
The thing is it for admixture to really take hold. Okay, we're halfway through. It only takes like 400 years. But the thing is, since it's forced admixture, it, like half of it, 7 generations. We got 2 more. It's done. I thought we kind of course correct, but the thing is, I always said if the women don't actually come and actually see themselves in reality, it's done. And when black women are still the same way they were 50 years ago, it's done.
I pray for you. I pray for you guys.
You don't have to pray for me, baby. I pray.
Black
I
I
pray.
black
pray.
I,
women
I,
looking for a good wife.
I pray. I pray for the
Who's
black
looking for a
community.
good wife?
I
Black
pray for the
women,
black
black
community.
women looking for a good wife to settle down with.
I pray for the black community. But it's done.
I don't. I listen. I don't
I
swing
mean,
that way.
how many
Yes.
how many
So
negative
I went
statistics
back
do
in
we
my
need to say that it's not cooked and it's not done? It's not working.
I
It's
Black
went
not
men,
back to
women,
my
black
working.
social
men and
video.
women are not working.
You're
Go ahead,
saying it's not
Herbert.
working
It's
either.
not working. No, it's
Do you
not
see
working. It's
what you're
obviously
saying
not working.
working? Where's the statistically? Do
78,
you see what you're
28%,
doing is
28% are
working?
married. 10% of your black boys cannot read. You got 25, 22% of your young black men that don't have any income, right? 70% of your boys going to freshman college, their freshman year are dropping out because they're not ready. Okay. But in other words, you can go right down the list and see that this society or this thing we call black culture, black Edo's culture is not working.
But
And David and I have covered that when we
gracefully,
talk
I can.
about most unprotected person in this country is not the black women, it's the black boy. But y'all wanted to sit up there, fight tooth and nail when I said give that boy to his father when he hit puberty. Not y'all on this panel, but when I made that comment on panels years prior, I got nothing but pushback, and now we see what the pushback has gotten us.
In indigenous
But
society, they give the boy to the men when he's 7 years old. Okay, because
but
of the tender years doctrine, basically white people have decided that the children belong to the woman. This like they just came up maybe in an article maybe like a year ago. The tender years doctrine was actually passed in 1869, right, where the children belong to the woman. So for a black man to get his children is impossible in this matriarchy that we call the black community. It's not working. When is it going to work? When are you guys go? Black boys, Monahan said this man is 65. Black boys need their own schools by themselves that's masculine oriented. We haven't done that. Okay. Everybody knows what works.
Nope.
They've been
They
saying
won't
it
do
for,
it
for
either.
60 years. They've tried it at trial runs. They know that it works. How come we're not doing it? How come we're not making the best possible black man that we can? Why are we not doing it? It doesn't work.
What you just gave the answer. What you just
I'm like,
said. That
let
Yeah,
me
that
share
last part is
what
why
they
we're not doing it.
when they
When
try to have single sex classes, they try to experiment with that,
Mhm.
and they do realize that when they're just in a class by themselves, there's improvement because they're not distracted
Right.
by the girls and the hormones and all of that stuff
Exactly.
kicking in. So
Uh,
it
Well,
would
I
make
don't know.
sense.
what you
And
didn't
it
know?
makes them
Okay,
more
have you
successful,
ever
and that's why they
studied
discontinue it.
have you ever studied the Prussian school system?
What's that?
Because that's what the model that our school system is based on. In fact, I'll send it to you, man. This comes from there's a good book you should read. Everybody that's in the educational field should read. It's called The Boy Problem, written by Julia Grant, right?
Julia Simon.
Huh? Huh? Julia Grant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, The Boy Problem, right?
BGS.
Yeah, go ahead.
BGS. I also follow, and a lot of my programs are based on Jawaza Kunjufu. That's
Yeah,
where a lot of my
he said the same thing.
programs,
Yeah, what
and
I wanted to
because he
point out.
uses right brain learning,
Yeah,
in the classroom, and that's what we use in my programs, and that's why a lot of our young men are successful. We take that fear of having to read or write away, and we provide with audio books
So
and
where are your
videotapes,
programs located,
oral
Willie? So
presentation.
we'll know. So we'll be able to utilize these programs as well.
Well, I'm trying. That's why I started the nonprofit, because, like he was talking about with the boys program, my program was a boys program, and now they're not in any of the schools. And even though the kids request them, they're not in the schools. So we're applying for grants so we can put the programs wherever we want to put them. Because
yeah.
right now we're getting a lot of kickback.
What
They
I
won't.
wanted to I wanted to finish the point about Julia Grant's The Boy Problem.
So where are your programs?
Okay.
I'm saying.
They're not anywhere right now because I have to get grants. I have to get grants. Buffalo Public Schools just sent me an RFP, but they're not in any of the schools right now. There were
wanted to
7
finish
schools before the pandemic.
I wanted
We're doing that on purpose.
I wanted to finish my point about Julia Grant because she actually said this
Sorry.
in the Atlantic. In the Atlantic was actually a serious article written back in 1912, right, about the Prussian school system, right? Because of the teachers were female and where the system is built, they actually become more feminine or feminized, right? By the teacher being female. That's the way the system works, right? But if you give boys a single sex education, put men in front of the classroom, give them a male environment, they do much better because they have a different learning
Role
style,
models.
okay? Different role models, okay? And they found this out. That's how come you have sports in school, right? Because they don't want boys to actually go out and actually form gangs. Boys can actually form hunting parties. So they give them sports instead. Okay, so a lot of these things they actually shifted the educational system back in 1912 to actually be more boys centered, right? Until 1972 with Title IX, where actually now it's more girl centered. So black boys are already doing badly in a white centered school. We actually make it a white girl centered school. They actually do worse. They're actually at the bottom. So if you want to save the boys, get a better outcome of the boys, get better men, this is what you're going to have to do. But nobody wants to do it.
Well, black women getting theirs. That's why black women are getting their money. As you can see, they on top. They getting there, so they don't give a shit about what black
Ooh,
men
that
are going
sounds like
through.
some hatred going
There it
on.
is.
I wish that was true. But the thing is, This is what frustrated me and a lot of scholars, right? I'm not a scholar. I'm gonna tell you that I'm not a scholar, right? Frustrated me, right? Black women allowed something that was actually written for black people, which is affirmative action, for them to actually for the white women to actually steal 80% of it. 80% of
Yep.
affirmative action was supposed to go to black
Yep.
men as designated. Went where? Went to white women, and nobody says anything.
And now the MWBE program is the same way. Minority and Women Business Enterprises, which is supposed to be for blacks and black women, black men and black women minorities. Now you have the white woman come in and she's qualified as a minority contractor. And that's how they allowed to take over a lot of the minority contracts and get that 25% that was normally designated to minority and black women businesses.
Yeah, I want to go back. I want to go back to that theme when y'all was talking
she
about.
got a question though. She had her finger in the air for like 5 minutes.
But I'm doing that actually because they were telling me that's the most exercise I've been getting all day. I'm messing with the people in the chat.
Oh, okay.